Everyone's doing well. Come to a comfortable seat just to start. So, I'm trying to decide what I should start with. My the focus or the anatomical focus. I guess they kind of play into one another. Okay, we'll start like this. Do you ever feel like you're being pulled in a million directions? The answer is yes to that question. Lately, I feel like I'm being pulled in a million directions, with everything coming back to normal and kids being home for the summer and a whole slew of things. And obviously, there's no quick fix. I could tell you, like, oh, deep breaths, yoga, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yoga is the tool. We come to the mat so that we can kind of reboot and to start off at that zero that we talked about last week. Uh, but the only thing that I can think of, and the only thing that really works is to stop, make a list. Maybe it's mental, maybe you write it down. You create actions, you create a list, you create your to do, and you breathe through them and you do one at a time. Or maybe you do just one for a week, create a new pattern, and then you add on, right? Maybe being pulled in a million directions is not helping you, but then you can acknowledge those directions that you're being pulled in and say, okay, I'm going to focus on this thing, and then I'm going to focus on this, and then I'm going to focus on this, and then maybe they come together and maybe they don't. But your mindfulness, your thought process, the fact that you're aware of those things being pulling you is the goal, right? To be aware of it. So now to pull it into the body and into the practice, we have this muscle. We've worked a lot with shoulders and shoulder mobility and stability, but on top of all those deep-seated muscles of, we talked about like these tiny little muscles in the spine. On top of all of that is the trapezius, which I'm sure a lot of you heard of. It's this triangle shaped muscle that starts at the neck here, goes into the shoulders, and then comes down into the bottom of the thoracic spine. So we just have this triangle shape that's on top of all these tiny muscles. And now, while those tiny little muscles can get stuck or sore, if the top layer, that top layer that you're working on, is the stuck layer, you're not going to be able to get any deeper, right? So what's really interesting about this muscle is that while it is one muscle, it's actually separated into three sections. The top fibers of the trapezius pull upward. So that's what will wrap down here. That's what will give you that sore neck. You hunched over at the computer, at the phone. So you've got the top fibers. Then you have the bottom fibers pulling you down. And then you have the middle fibers pulling you sideways. So you've got this one muscle pulling you in three different directions, expecting you to do three different things, and also be upright and be human and functioning throughout the day. And it's expecting you to do all those things at once, and we kind of mindfully do it, but do we do it in a mindful way that is making us mobile in the shoulders and also able to function and not be in pain? So we're going to work with that muscle today, but with that thought process of three actions, three breaths, one thing at a time, and to really focus on, and one more thing, to really focus on that muscle as it pertains to down dog, and how you can use down dog as the tool to be aware of when it's pulling us in three different directions, and how to come back to that. Three breaths, three actions, one step at a time. Okay, so with that being said, let's start in balasana, which is kind of like child's pose, but knees together. And instead of walking your hands out in front of you, have your hands alongside your hips, rest your forehead down. I just realized I can't really get into that, so I'm going to widen out. If you are pregnant, widen your knees out if you have a person in the way. All right, otherwise, knees together, the backs of the hands resting alongside of your hips, forehead resting onto the mat. Allow your shoulders to slide up towards your ears and down off the back. So your shoulder blades are separating, creating space behind your heart, space for breath. And begin by taking 2 to 3 breaths, just settling into your own body. Maybe take notice here where you feel stuck. If your breath feels slow and steady or choppy. On your next inhale, expand into your upper back, your upper thoracic spine. Allow your shoulder blades to separate even more. Exhale to soften back down to the mat. 2 more. Inhale to expand in the space between the shoulder blades, behind the heart. Exhale to soften back down. 1 more. Inhale to expand. So those middle fibers of the trapezius are pulling side to side. And exhale to soften. On your next inhale, walk your fingers out in front of you, coming into a more traditional child's pose. You can widen out your knees if you're feeling cranky in the low back. Come onto fingertips, elbows are lifted. Walk your fingers a little bit farther away. Maybe you need to lift your head to rest your forehead a little bit farther away. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your fingertips over towards the right. Press your left fingertips into the ground and push so that you can press your left hip down into your left heel. As you inhale, breathe into the left rib cage. Notice how the fibers between each rib separate. And 1 more inhale. Exhale, walk yourself back to center. Walk the fingers a little bit farther up. Allow your shoulder blades to slide up towards your ears, those upper fibers moving up. Inhale. Exhale, walk your fingers over to the left. Plant your right fingertips on the ground. Push the ground away from you so you send your right hip down towards your right heel. Big breath into your right rib cage, noticing the ribs separating, expanding as you breathe. And 1 more inhale. Exhale to walk your fingers back to center. 1 more time, walk your fingers away from you, shoulder blades shrug up towards your ears. And big breath in. As you exhale, walk your fingers back up towards your knees. So you're coming upright. Lean forward slightly for a moment to tuck all 10 toes to come to sit your hips to your heels. And bring your hands to your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, hug your belly button in and down, gaze somewhere off into the distance, finding your drishti point, your focal point, and then begin taking 3 big shoulder circles. As we get into all these fibers of the trapezius, it's really working on that stability of the shoulder joint. And then switch directions. And take a deep breath in. And exhale to release your hands, plant them down onto the ground, untuck your toes, and then tap the tops of your feet out. You can pad your knees if you like. Come back to tuck toes in all fours, grip the ground. Inhale to arch the low back, middle back, upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, untuck your toes and round, tuck your chin to your chest. And inhale, tuck toes, arch the back, look up, drag your hands back towards your knees, create more space in the upper thoracic spine. Exhale to untuck your toes, push your hands away from you to puff up the upper back, tuck your chin to your chest. And inhale, tuck toes, arch, drag your hands back. Exhale to untuck and round, push your hands away. And inhale, coming back through all fours, a neutral spine. Place your left hand into the center of the mat, grip the ground with your left hand, and reach your right arm out and up. Big breath in. As you exhale, weave your right arm underneath your left. Don't drop the shoulder yet. We're going to do this a few times. Just reach your right fingertips as far away from you as possible. Inhale to open up. Exhale to weave and reach. Inhale to open up. And exhale to weave, reach. This time, inhale, open up. Exhale to weave, drop your right shoulder down towards the mat. Walk your left fingertips up overhead, stay onto fingertips. And press the back of your right hand down into the ground. Get a little bit more rotation, pull on that right side of the trapezius fibers. And then maybe straighten out that left leg back behind you with your left toes tucked. Send your left heel back away and press into your left fingertips. Maybe open up a little bit more towards the left. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to lower your left knee, walk your left hand to frame your face, unwind, reach your right arm out and up, inhale. Exhale to drop your hand back into all fours, inhale, tuck your toes, arch the back, look up. Exhale, untuck and round. Inhale, come back through all fours, plant your right hand in the middle of the mat this time. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up. Exhale to weave the left arm underneath the right, but we're not dropping down yet. Just reach the left fingertips away from you as much as possible. Inhale to open up. And exhale to weave. Inhale, open up. Exhale and weave. One more. Inhale, open up. And exhale to weave. This time, drop the left shoulder down towards the mat. Left ear drops down. Walk your right fingertips over your head. Press the back of your left hand down into the mat to give you a little bit of leverage. Spiral your chest open towards the right. And take a deep breath in, and then maybe straighten out the right leg back behind you. Right toes are tucked. And send your right heel away from you. And then press into your right fingertips to spiral open a little bit more. Big breath in. Exhale to drop your right knee, walk your right hand to frame your face, unwind, reach your left arm out and up, inhale. Good, exhale, coming back through all fours, tuck your toes, inhale to arch. Good, exhale, round, press your hands away from you, chin to chest. Inhale, arch the back, grip the ground, tuck your toes, begin to lift your knees up off the ground and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And now in down dog, let's come back to this notion of 3 breaths, 3 actions. Grip the ground with your hands, push the ground away till your shoulder blades shrug up towards your ears. Upper fibers of the trapezius are pulling up towards your ears. Now slightly bend your knees, arch your low back to send your hips up in a way to pull the bottom fibers down. Now wrap your biceps down towards the mat so that your shoulder blades separate off your back. Middle fibers are separating. And one step at a time, maybe you focus on one of those actions. Inhale to ripple forward through the spine, coming forward to plank. Exhale through cow pose, down dog. Nice. Inhale to ripple forward. Exhale through cow, down dog. One more ripple forward. Inhale. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Come onto fingertips or blocks. Take a deep breath in. Allow your shoulder blades to separate off your back. Fill this space with air, the space between your shoulder blades, behind your heart. Big breath in. Good. Exhale to plant your hands. Step your right foot back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the ground. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Straighten out your elbows. Inhale to lift your head and chest up off the ground. Don't follow me. I'm not doing this because I can't go all the way down. Good. Just keep the interlace of the hands. Inhale to lift the head and chest up. Exhale to soften back down. Let's do one more. Inhale to lift up. This time, lift your feet up off the ground. Really nice. Exhale to release your hands, lower your forehead back down, plant your hands outside your low ribs, press up through all fours, tuck your toes, arch your back, and press back down dog. Yeah, we'll be on our belly a few times today, and don't follow me when we are. And come back to down dog. 3 actions, 3 breaths, grip the ground, push the mat away. Upper fibers pull up. Slightly bend the knees, arch the low back, bottom fibers pull down. Wrap the biceps down towards the mat, middle fibers separate. Really nice. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Come on to finger tops, puff up the upper back. Allow the shoulder blades to separate and then take a deep breath into that space. Big breath in. And exhale to plant your hands, step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the ground. Set your fingertips off of the mat, elbows are lifted. Inhale to round the upper back to lift up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, slide the shoulder blades down the back, heart melts towards the mat. Inhale to straighten out your elbows, lift up, cobra. A big breath in. As you exhale, walk your fingers over towards the left. It might be kind of funky. Walk your fingers over towards the left so you're in a cobra facing towards the left. Take a deep breath in, straighten through your right elbow, get more space in the right rib cage. Big breath in. Exhale to walk your hands over towards the right. And straighten through that left elbow. Big breath into the left side body. And exhale to walk back to center. Soften down. Head is the last to lower. Slide your hands outside your low ribs. Press up through all fours. Tuck your toes. Arch your back. And press back downward facing dog. Really nice. 3 breaths. 3 actions. Take it one step at a time. Grip the ground. Push the mat away. Shoulder blades slide up towards your ears. Upper fibers lift. Slightly bend the knees, arch the back, lower fibers pull down, wrap the biceps down, middle fibers separate. Being pulled in 3 different directions, one step at a time. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward, exhale out all the breath and slowly walk to the front of the mat and fold. Interlace your hands behind your low back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your elbows together, straighten out the elbows overhead. Release your head and neck down, tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe take a light sway from side to side. Closing your eyes for a moment. Going a little bit inward. And come back to center, keeping the interlace of the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to bow. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands to your hips, arch your back, rise to stand Tadasana, arms by your side. Really nice. Inhale is shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, the upper fibers pull up. As you exhale, ha out the mouth and allow your shoulder blades to drop down the back, kind of forcefully in a passive way. Inhale to shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. 1 more. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale to drop down. Really nice. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Interlace your fingers all the way to the webbing. Flip the grip. Send your wrist creases up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Gaze upward. Exhale, soft knees, arms wide. Bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Good. Exhale, fingertips down, step your left foot to the back of the mat. And low lunge, get strong in the legs, interlace your fingers in front of you, flip the grip, inhale, rise, high lunge. A big breath in. As you exhale, straighten through the front leg, add a slight back bend so you're looking up towards the ceiling. 1 more inhale. Exhale to rebend, release your hands, plant your hands. Really nice. Good. Step your right foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Come up into Sphinx pose now and bring your legs together to touch. Tops of the feet pressing down into the mat. Press your left hand down into the mat. Bend your right knee and hug your right heel in towards your butt. And press your left hand into the mat. Lift your left elbow. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Right thumb is lifted. Open your right arm out to the right. Grab a hold of the big toe side of your back foot. Kick your foot into your hand to lift your sternum up a little bit higher. Press into that left hand. Square your chest off towards the ceiling. Press into your left hand so you're straightening out your left elbow. A big breath in. Exhale to soften back down. Lower your forehead down to the mat. Press into the tops of your feet. Lift your hips up, coming into a forearm plank. I can't do this, so you guys do it. I'm just gonna challenge you to do stuff. Awesome, big breath in. Exhale to soften back down, lower your forehead, slide your hands outside your low ribs, press up through all fours, tuck your toes, arch your back, press back down dog. Looks really good. Big breath in, 3 steps, 3 actions, one at a time. Grip the ground, push the mat away. Upper fibers lift, arch the back, lower fibers pull down. Wrap the biceps, middle fibers pull apart. And inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb, back knee comes down, arms lift up, Anjaneyasana. First, bend deeply into the front knee, inhale. And exhale to back out of it slightly, reach your arms back behind you, interlace your hands behind your low back, make fists with your hand, and then bring your interlace hands outside of your left hip. Hug that left elbow in towards the back body, squeeze it in, tilt forward slightly. Take a deep breath in, gazing forward, lift the back knee up. You're still tilted forward. Inhale, micro bend into the back knee. Exhale to step it forward and fold. Keep the interlace of the hands as you forward fold. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, release your hands to your hips, arch your back, rise to stand, Tadasana, arms by your side. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop your shoulder blades down. Inhale to shrug them up. Exhale, drop them down. One more, inhale, shrug up. Exhale, drop them down, sweep your arms up. Inhale, interlace your hands, flip the grip, reach your wrist creases up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center, gaze upward. Exhale, soft knees, arms wide, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Stay up onto fingertips, hug your legs together, interlace your hands in front of you. And flip the grip, inhale to rise up, high lunge. Really nice, big breath in. As you exhale, straighten through the front leg, add a slight back bend. Lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale to rebend, plant your hands, step your left foot back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground and come into Sphinx pose, coming up onto your forearms. And bring your feet together to touch, so your legs are hugging together. Press your right hand down into the ground and lift up onto your off your elbows. Reach your left arm out in front of you so that your thumb is facing upward. Then open your left hand out to the left. Bend your back knee, hug your heel in towards your butt, and grab a hold of your big toe side of your foot. And square your chest back off towards the front of the mat. And then kick your foot into your hand, lift up even more. Good. Press that right hand down and that, giving a little bit more leverage. Good. Inhale. Slowly release, coming back onto forearms. Drop forehead down to the mat. Press into the tops of your feet.
Hi, sorry, I've lost you over here. I'm gonna reconnect. I love technology. But you should stay in forearm plank this whole time. Just come back into down dog. Come back into down dog, reset, 3 breaths, 3 actions, 1 step at a time. Okay.
All right. Are we back? Thumbs up. Yes. Awesome. Okay, 3 breaths, 3 actions, back into down dog. Settling back into your breath. Noticing when things don't go your way, there's not much to do about it. Head, inhale your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb, back knee comes down. Sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, bend into that front knee deeply. As you exhale, back out of it slightly, sweep your arms back, interlace your hands behind your low back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then bring your interlaced hands onto your right hip. Squeeze your right elbow back behind you in towards the midline, then tilt forward slightly. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the back knee up. You're tilted forward. One more. Inhale, micro bend the back knee, gaze forward. Exhale to step it forward and fold. Keep your interlace of your hands. Reach your hands overhead, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, release your hands, arch your back, rise to stand, Tadasana, arms by your side. And inhale, sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers, flip the grip, send your wrist creases up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, expanding up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, soft knees, arms wide, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step, or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And come back into this down dog, 3 breaths, 3 actions. Press your hands down into the mat, push the mat away, upper fibers lift up. Arch the low back, bottom fibers move down. Wrap the biceps, middle fibers separate. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Get strong in your legs. Interlace your hands in front of you. Inhale to flip the grip, rise up, high lunge. Good, big breath in. Exhale to open up, warrior 2. And in warrior 2, bend deeply into the front knee. Legs are hugging together. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, soften them back down. Notice that mobility, that rise and fall, the fibers moving you. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to soften down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften down, gaze over the front middle finger, take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Turn your heart and your sternum up towards the ceiling so it's more of a back bend. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale to cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Flip the back toes up and straighten through the front leg. You might want blocks here, or you can come onto fingertips. Or in pyramid, tuck your chin to your chest. On your next inhale, rebend into the front knee, puff up your upper back. So you separate the shoulder blades and breathe into this space, filling this space with air. Exhale to straighten and bow. Inhale to rebend, puff up the back. Exhale, straighten and bow. One more. Inhale, rebend, puff up the upper back, fill the back of your heart with air. And exhale, straighten and bow. Inhale to rebend, plant your hands, step your right foot back to plank. And inhale in plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And 3 breaths, 3 actions, 1 step at a time. Press the ground away, upper fibers lift. Arch the back, lower fibers pull down. Wrap the bicep, middle fibers separate. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Come on to fingertips, hug your legs together. Legs are strong. Interlace your hands in front of you. Big breath in as you flip the grip, rise up, high lunge. Really nice. Big breath in. Exhale as you open up, warrior 2. And press, bend deeply into the front knee. Inhale as you shrug your shoulder blades up towards your ears. Exhale to soften them back down, finding lightness in your upper body. Inhale, shrug them up. Exhale, soften back down. One more. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale to soften back down. Gaze over your front middle finger. As you exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Bend deeply into the front knee. Spiral your chest up towards the ceiling so it's more of a back bend. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Flip the back toes up, straighten through both legs. Pyramid, tuck your chin to your chest. And on your next inhale, rebend into the front knee. Puff up the upper back. So you're separating your shoulder blades. Breathe into that space, fill it with air. Exhale to straighten and bow. Inhale to rebend, puff up the upper back. Exhale, straighten and bow. One more. Inhale to rebend, puff up the upper back. Exhale, straighten and bow. Good. Inhale to rebend, plant your hands, step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. 3 breaths, 3 actions, one step at a time. Maybe you notice that one of the actions is what's working for you, stick with that. Maybe it's gripping the ground, pushing the mat away. And maybe it's arch the low back. Whatever it is for you, stick with that. Creating these new patterns will build the strength over time. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Come on to finger tops. Plant the back heel down like you're coming into a warrior two. And walk your right fingertips outside of your right foot, and then reach your left arm up for side angle. Big breath in. Exhale to tap your left hand down to the mat. Inhale to open up. Exhale to tap. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap down. This time, inhale, open up and sweep your left arm over your ear, pulling the upper fibers up over towards your shoulder. Big breath in, looks really good. As you exhale, plant your left hand down off the mat, lower the back knee down to the mat. First, bend deeply into your right knee. Grip the ground with your left hand, push the ground away so you're not dumping into your left shoulder. Then reach your right arm out in front of you. Thumb is facing up. Open your right arm out to the right. Then bend the back knee and grab a hold of the pinky side of your foot. Good. Open your chest up towards the right. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then kick your foot into your hand. Use that leverage of the kick of your foot to open your chest up a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Really nice. As you exhale, slowly unwind, straighten through the front leg, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Tuck your chin to your chest, flex your right toes back towards your face. Big breath in. And as you exhale, walk forward, rebend into the front knee, plant your hands, lift the back knee up, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 3 actions. Check in with your down dog, check in with your breath. And when you're being pulled in different directions, what can you focus on first? Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Pivot the back heel down like you're setting up your legs for warrior two. Walk your left fingertips outside of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up for side angle. Big breath in. Exhale to tap your hand down. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, tap it down. One more. Inhale, sweep up. This time, reach your arms, sweep it over your head. So you're trying to reach for something, and the right side of your trapezius is pulling up and away from you. One more. Inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand down off the mat towards the right. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Really nice. Bend deeply into that front knee first. Drop your pelvis down towards the mat. Press your right hand down into the ground. Push the ground away from you so you're not dumping into that right shoulder. And then reach the left arm out in front. Open your left arm out and open towards the back. Bend the back knee. Now grab a hold of the pinky edge side of your foot. First, squeeze your shoulder blades together to spiral your chest open towards the left. Then kick your foot into your hand, right? You can take these 3 breaths, 3 actions into other poses. Everything can be broken down. The most complex thing can be broken down. Keep kicking your foot into your hand. One more inhale. And exhale to unwind, straighten through the front leg. Ardha Hanuman. Tuck your chin to your chest. And stretching through the front leg. Flex your toes back towards your face. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, rebend, plant your hands, lift the back knee up, step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Good. 3 breaths, 3 actions in down dog. And maybe you start with the hips first. Maybe you go into the shoulders, right? Focusing on what works for you. But come back to your breath. Really nice. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward, exhale out all the breath, and step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Really nice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to stand, arms by your side. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Flip the grip, sit back, chair pose. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, release your hands, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Then bring your weight into your right foot and bring your left knee up into your chest and point your left toes. And now send your left toes back behind you. So you're kind of like a flamingo. And now reset with your chair, right? So we're not standing up on one leg, reset with your chair so that you're bending into that right knee. Good. Take a deep breath in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then slowly kick that left toes back behind you. Go for 5 kicks. Just isolating from the hip. Really nice. Kick it straight back. Just the toes straight back. One more breath in. Exhale to lower your left foot down, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Really nice. Cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Weight into your left foot now. Right knee into your chest. Point your right toes. Send your right toes back behind you. So you're like a flamingo here. Good. Reset with that left knee so you're sitting down into chair. Now go for the kicks, isolating just the toes, kicking back behind you. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Plant the right foot down, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And 3 breaths, 3 actions. Set up your down dog. And hands pressing down into the ground. Lower back arches, pull back. Wrap the biceps, pull the middle fibers apart. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot inside your right thumb. Come on to finger tops. Good. Puff up the upper back. Get strong in your legs. Interlace your hands in front of you. Inhale to flip the grip. Rise up, high lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale as you gaze over the front middle finger. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Heart turns towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come back through warrior 2. Straighten through the front leg. Cut your right hip back and wrap your left hip forward. Almost like you're trying to go into pyramid, but you're going into triangle. Reach your right arm forward as much as possible, and then lower your right fingertips outside of your right foot. Maybe you grab for a block, maybe you grab for your ankle, and then open your left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Keep that left hip wrapping down towards the ground, so only your upper torso is turning towards the ceiling. Hug your kneecaps up into your quadriceps. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale to slowly unwind. Flip the back toes up. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Set up your down dog. 3 breaths, 3 actions. Really nice. Arch the low back. Pull your hips down, away from you. Pull those bottom fibers down. Looks really good. Really good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot inside your left thumb. Come onto fingertips. Round the upper back. Create space. Then interlace your hands in front of you. Inhale to flip the grip. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. And inhale as you gaze over the front middle finger. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, turn your heart towards the ceiling. Big breath in. As you exhale, come back through warrior two, straighten through the front leg. Cut your left hip back, wrap your right hip down towards the mat. Then reach with your left arm as much forward as you can. Lower your left fingertips outside of your left foot or onto a block or your ankle. And then reach your right arm out and up. Keep wrapping that right hip down towards the mat so you can turn just in the thoracic spine. And now hug your kneecaps up into your quadriceps. All of these actions can be broken down. Each pose can be broken down. And anything that's difficult can be broken down into steps, breath, and action. Big breath in. Exhale to rebend into the front knee, plant your hands, flip the back toes up, step your left foot back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. And grip the ground with your hand, press the ground away from you. Shoulder blades shrug up towards your ears. Slight bend in your knees, arch the low back. Pull the bottom fibers down. Now wrap your biceps down towards the mat. Separate the middle fibers. Really nice. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees deeply, look forward past the mat. Exhale out all the breath, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bow, forward fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. And bend both elbows, grab a hold of opposite elbows. Sit back into chair, puff the chest up, look up, inhale. As you exhale, side bend to the right, and then wrap down, forward fold. Inhale, sit back to chair. Exhale, side bend to the left, roll it down, forward fold. Inhale, sit back to chair. Exhale to stand, Tadasana, arms by your side. Inhale to flip the grip, interlace your fingers, reach up, shrug your shoulder blades up towards your ears, big breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, release your hands, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Bring your weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up, point the left toes. Good. Send the left toes back behind you. Reset in that chair. Find that balance. Really nice. And go for the kicks. 1, 2, 3. Not opening the hip out to the side, just kicking the toes back behind you. One more breath in. Exhale, drop the left foot, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back to chair. You're gonna feel your hips at the end of this. Pull your hands into cactus, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your weight into your left foot, right knee into your chest, point your right toes, send your right foot back behind you. So again, like a flamingo leg. Good. Reset in your chair and then go for the kicks, your right toes kicking straight back behind you. Really nice. Big breath in. Exhale to drop your right foot, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bow, grab a hold of opposite elbows and go for a big sway from side to side. With each side, maybe pause for a moment until you feel the sides of the fibers of the trapezius. Maybe you feel all the way from the low back pulling. Take a moment to reset with your breath and notice what you feel. Pausing for a moment on each side. And then come back to center. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your weight into your left foot. Bring your right knee into your chest. Point your right toes. Send your right foot back behind you. Good. Now reach your right arm out in front of you. Find a gazing point off in the distance. Then open your right arm out to the right. Grab a hold of the big toe side of your foot. We're going into dancer. Then begin to lean forward, tilting your torso forward, and then add the kick of your foot upward into your hand. Maybe reach your left arm forward. Keep kicking upward and into your hand. Awesome. Big breath in. As you exhale, slowly release your foot back to low lunge. Drop your fingers onto fingertips. Really nice. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Inhale to flip the grip, rise up, high lunge. Big breath. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale to gaze over the front middle finger. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, turn your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, come back through warrior two, straighten through the front leg. Wrap the right hip, reach the left arm forward. Drop your left fingertips down, reach your right arm up, triangle. And all the actions coming together to bring you into this space. One more big breath here. Exhale to rebend into the front knee. Plant your right hand down, lower the back knee down. Kickstand your right foot out to the right, and then send your left leg out. So you're in a knee down Ardha Chandrasana. And bring your left hand behind your head. Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in to expand, pulling your leg away from your head. As you exhale, hug your knee into your elbow. So you're going for these side crunches. It's not going to touch. Inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. Last one, inhale to reach. Reach the left arm back up, open out to the left. Now hug your left heel in towards your butt. Squeeze it in as much as possible, and then grab for the big toe side of your foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to kick your foot back behind you. Add a back bend. And squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big breath here. And exhale to slowly unwind to all fours. Tuck your toes, arch your back. Pull your hands back towards your knees. Good. Untuck your toes and round, chin to chest. Inhale to arch your back, look forward, tuck your toes, press back, down dog. Take 3 breaths, 3 actions in down dog. One thing at a time. Gripping the ground, push the mat away. Arch the back, wrap the biceps. Big breath in, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale out all the breath and float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Lift the chest up. Add a slight back bend. A big breath in. Exhale to side bend to the right. And then roll down to forward fold. Inhale to sit back to chair. Exhale, side bend to the left. Roll it down, forward fold. Inhale, sit back to chair. Exhale to stand Tadasana, arms by your side. Interlace your fingers, flip the grip, reach up. Inhale, shrug your shoulder blades up towards your ears. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, release your hands, soft knees, bow, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose. Utkatasana, bring your hands to your hips. Weight into your right foot, left knee into your chest. Point your left toes, send your left toes back behind you. Good, 1 step at a time. Really nice. Now reach your left arm out in front of you. Big thumb is facing upward. Open your left arm out to the left. Grab a hold of the big toe side of your foot. Good, really nice. Now begin to tilt forward, gazing off to one spot in the distance. Maybe reach your right arm. Then begin to kick your leg up into your hand. Not just back, but upward as you tilt forward. Really, really nice. One more big breath in. As you exhale, release the foot back behind you, coming into low lunge. Fingertips down, puff up the upper back. Good, interlace your fingers in front of you. Inhale to flip the grip, rise up, high lunge. Good, exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale as you gaze over the front middle finger. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, turn your heart up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back through warrior two, straighten through the front leg. Pull the right hip back, wrap the left hip forward. Then reach with your right hand. Now drop your right fingers outside of your right foot. Reach your left arm up. Triangle, hug your kneecaps up into your quadriceps. Big breath here. Really nice. As you exhale, re-bend into the front knee, plant the left hand down, lower the back knee down, kickstand your left foot out to the left, and send your right leg back behind you so you're in a knee down, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex the back toes like you're trying to kick open a wall. Bring your right hand behind your head. Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Reach your foot away from your elbow. Create space, big breath. Exhale to crunch towards the side. Inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch it in. This time, inhale to reach. Reach your right arm back up and open. Now bend the right knee, hug your heel in towards your butt, and grab for the big toe side of your foot. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, then kick your foot back behind you. You can gaze up towards the ceiling. One more inhale. And exhale to slowly unwind back to all fours. And tuck your toes. Inhale to arch the back, look up. Exhale to untuck and round, push the mat away. Inhale, arch and look up. Nice. Exhale to untuck and round. Inhale, come back through cow pose, grip the ground, press back down dog. Inhale to ripple forward to plank. Exhale through cow pose, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale through cow, down dog. One more, inhale, rippling forward through plank. Exhale, drop your knees together, untuck your toes, lower your forehead, and walk your hands alongside your hips, coming back into Balasana, where we started. Allow your shoulder blades to shrug up towards your ears, and then let them slide off the back towards the mat on either side of you. Inhale into this space between your heart. Feel the fibers between your shoulder blades separate. Exhale, soften back down. And inhale to expand, puff up. Exhale to soften. One more, inhale to expand. Exhale to release. And next inhale, walk your fingers back in front of you, coming forward to all fours, tuck your toes, arch your back, down dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, set up for right side pigeon. So right shin comes forward onto the mat, come up onto fingertips. And first, an active pigeon, so hug your knees together, your hips might lift. Inhale, and exhale to lower your hips down, lower down onto your forearms. You can prop your head up onto a block or onto stacked fists. Taking a few moments in breath to breathe into your outer right hip. Noticing if anything's shifted. Taking note of each step, to each pose, to each action. Two more breaths here. And your next inhale, walk your hands back up, tuck the back toes, and press yourself back to down dog. And set up in down dog one last time, revisiting these three actions as you pull yourself apart in different directions, noticing how your body reacts. Push the ground away, arch the low back, wrap the biceps. And inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, left side pigeon. Left shin comes down to the mat. And come up onto fingertips. Hug your knees together. Squeeze them in. Active pigeon. Big breath. Exhale to soften down into pigeon. Lower your forehead down, maybe to stacked fists. Breathing into your left hip crease. And take two more breaths. Trying to slow each inhale and exhale. And Next inhale, walk your hands back up and come to shift your weight onto your left hip to swing your right leg around. I'm going to sit in a wide straddle. Legs are wide, toes are flexed back towards your face. Maybe you need a block, maybe not. You can bring the block to the inside of your right shin. Inhale to reach your arms up, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, lower the back of your right forearm onto your right leg or onto the block. If it's accessible to you, you can use your peacemaking fingers to grab a hold of the right big toe and reach your left arm up, gaze up towards your left thumb. And as you exhale, side bend to the right, keeping both sets of toes flexed. And as you breathe, visualize each rib on the left side expanding, creating space in the left side body, those middle fibers pulling around. And one more inhale. As you exhale, square your chest off towards your right knee. Inhale to flat back, to gaze forward. Exhale to walk your fingers back up to center and come back to center. You can bring the block to the inside of the left shin if you needed it. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower the back of your left forearm onto your left leg or block. You can grab a hold of the big toe with your peacemaking fingers if it's accessible to you, and then reach your right arm up. Gaze up towards your right thumb. Take a deep breath in to reach a little higher, and then exhale, side bend to the left. Maybe you have more space on this side than the other. Maybe you have less. With each breath, visualize the rib cage on the right side expanding, sending your breath to the right side body. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, turn your chest towards your left knee. Come onto fingertips. Gaze forward in a flat back for a moment. Inhale. Exhale to walk your hands back up to center. Coming back into center. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, drop your right hand down towards the mat on the right. Cactus your left arm, open your chest towards the left. Inhale, both arms reach up back to center. Exhale, plant your left hand down, cactus your right arm, open your chest to the right. Good. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale to bring your feet together to touch, grab a hold of your ankles. Inhale to arch the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to round. Tuck your chin to your chest. Upper fibers pulling up as you're rounding, low back, bottom fibers move down. Inhale to arch and look up. Exhale to round. One more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale to round. Really nice. Come back towards the mat. Step both feet onto the mat and reach your arms out in front of you. Maybe hover your feet up off the ground and boat. Take a deep breath in, puff up the chest. And as you exhale, slowly lowering down to the ground. You could probably do it slower than me right now. Taking a moment. Step one foot to the mat at a time, as wide as the mat, and knock your knees from side to side. Windshield wiper out the legs. When you get to the right side, maybe pause for a breath. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, drop over to the left. Maybe pause here. It's an opportunity for you to take the last few breaths in something that nourishes you, what you feel that your body might need. And you feel like you're being pulled in these million directions. It's good to make a list. It's good to have a plan. It's good to have actions, but then to also pause and recognize what your body might need, what your mind might need. And hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side. You can go for an inversion if you like. When you're ready, lower both legs down to the mat, taking up space off the mat. Allow your legs to go wide. Drop your arms where they land, where it's comfortable for you. Allow your fingers to curl up naturally. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to hot out the mouth. And your gaze to the space between your brows as you settle into Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Step one foot to the mat at a time. Knock your knees from side to side. And land on your right side, pausing for a moment before pushing up to a comfortable seat. Resting your hands on your knees softly, slight arch in the low back. Spine grows a little bit taller. Pausing for a moment. Bring your hands together at heart center, bowing inwards slightly. Take a deep breath in to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale to hot out the mouth as your shoulder blades slide down the back. 2 more. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale to shrug up. Exhale. Bowing inwards slightly in recognition that it takes 1 step at a time. 3 breaths, 3 actions. Namaste. Good. Thank you, everybody, so much. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I don't know how it's. Oh, it's not. I don't know where it's recording. It may or may not be recording. Who knows?